Hey guys, today I'm gonna do a little bit of I guess a different video than I usually do. I'm in my daughter's room right now, and a lot of my friends and family members, like, every time they see this room, they're like, why haven't you blogged about it? You should definitely show it off. But I never really felt like it was absolutely complete, so that's the reason that I haven't really shared any parts of my house. But I'll tell you quickly. We just bought the house like almost 2 years, and it's a house from like 1940. It was built, and so it's not a brand new home. But as soon as I saw it, I just kind of like fell in love with like the coziness, and it was just I love everything vintage, and I love restoring things. And when we lived in the apartment, I always used to feel like sad because I couldn't really like do anything. I couldn't paint the walls. It was just like very limited to what I could do. And my daughter's room was really cute then too, but I always used to like ask her, like when we buy a house, like what do you want your room to look like? And what's the one thing that you would love like as a theme? Like, is there like a character or, just like a place that you really like? And she's always been obsessed with Paris. I'm not sure if it has to do with the fact that I went to Paris when she was around 3.5, because she always remembers me bringing back like, all these cool gifts, and like she remembers the pictures and everything. I'm not sure if it has to do with that or if it's just something that she's always loved. When I was 8, I always used to say, like, when I grow up, I want to go to Paris and I want to speak French. So I don't know much French. I could get by a little tiny bit, but I did get to go to Paris. That was like my bucket list. And then I got to take her, it was 2 summers ago, I got to take her to go see the Eiffel Tower and to Disneyland Paris. So that was pretty cool. And the fact that I could do that for her at such a young age was awesome. So, like the first thing that I decided on when we moved and when we bought this house was basically like, I have to do her room. Like, I don't care if I'm sleeping on the floor, if I have no furniture, I have to do my daughter's room, and I want to make it as perfect as I can. So this is her room right now, and we did a Parisian theme, which is what she always asked me for. And she loves, pink and the Paris, themes and stuff like that. Although, like, one of her other favorite colors is turquoise. So, but I did the room upstairs as her craft / playroom, and that's like in a Tiffany blue color. So I'll show you that another time. I'm definitely not going to get into that today. But anyway, so for this room, it's a Parisian theme, and it's a small space. It's so it's not like a huge room or anything like that. So I had to do what I could with it. So I'm gonna, I guess, just show you the details and take you around and tell you how I did certain things, and I hope you guys like this video. So let's get started. So I'm gonna start from the outside. First thing I did in this house, actually, these are all the original doors and the knobs and everything, and I painted all of them. They were like I think they were walnut. I think they were real walnut, which a lot of people might criticize and say, oh, why didn't you keep that? But like, I felt like white just kind of like brightened up the house a little bit, and I just had to do it. But anyway, I love the original knob, so that's like the #1 thing that I wanted to keep everything as much as I could. I don't want anything that's not modern in this house, like the lighting and stuff like that. So you won't see like recessed lighting through my house or anything like that. So I wanted to keep it as vintage as I possibly could. So I found this at Michael's one day, and they had like a sale, and I have to glue gun this back on, but her initial is L, like mine, and I think it was like $2, and they had like a kind of like a percentage off, so I got a little bit of a discount, so maybe it was like under $2. And then I'll show you her room. Starts here. So it was kind of inspired by Victoria's Secret dressing rooms. I love the pink and white stripe, but I didn't want to go all the way. So I wanted to do a halfway, kind of like a wallpaper. And so that's what we did. I did like a black trim with the pink and white stripe. And then I changed the plate, and I got this at Home Depot. I thought it was perfect, very vintage looking. And then the mirror, it's a very popular mirror and I'm sure you've seen it everywhere. It's from IKEA. I think it was about $30. And then that Glamour Girl sign I bought also at Michael's. It was part of the same collection as the doorknob in this monogram. And then I did a quote on her wall because what more perfect and Parisian than Coco Chanel. So I did a girl should be two things, classy and fabulous. And I got that off of Amazon. So the curtains, I went with a ruffle. It's a sheer ruffle and it's very bright out, so I don't know if you could see it that good. And then I got that at a local curtain store around here. And then for the rod, I also bought that at a local curtain store. I think it was the same store. I really don't remember that. But the radiator, I painted black. And then, oh, and that cute little box I just found at Michael's also, so I just threw that in there. And then the bench is matching to her bed. And I love this bench because you can store things in here. So the fact that it's a small bedroom, it's important to have like functional pieces like that. Okay. And then for her bed, so this is like the popcorn throw that they sell at IKEA. I think it's like $30. I thought that it just kind of gave the room a little bit more feminine, delicate French touch. And then the bedding is one of my favorite things. Me and my mom were going crazy looking for bedding that would go with this bed and this room and wouldn't be too like off. And we found this online and I don't even remember where she ended up ordering it. I think it was like a site from like Hong Kong. But it's a duvet cover and it comes with the pillowcases and it's just perfect. It's got like, you know, all the Parisian little sites and it has the Eiffel Tower, and I just thought it was so perfect and I loved it. This pillow, I think this is from Home Goods. I had it actually with my bedroom set, and then I changed my colors, so I gave it to her. And then the pillow one of her friends gave her for a birthday because she remembered that we were doing her room like this. On the wall, I actually saved her name from her nursery, and then in the frame is from IKEA, and it's about $6, something like that. But inside, what I did was I used scrapbooking paper, and when we went to Disney, we had our silhouettes made. And so what I did was, this is not the original silhouette that they made, but I photocopied it and then I cut it out, just glued it onto there. So I have to adjust the letters a little bit. But that's her name, so it's kind of like personalized. And then we're still not done here. On this corner here, we wanted to put like a couple of shelves because she loves to read, so we wanted to put her favorite books there. And then we just did a couple of frames. I got those at Michael's and I had her paint them. It was kind of like a craft thing that we did. And the headboard, I love the headboard. It's like I did like a darker pink to offset the light pink and stuff like that. So that was pretty neat. And then I found this Eiffel Tower. I have no idea where. I think it was like, I don't know where I found this Eiffel Tower. I found it somewhere and it was probably like 10 or 12 bucks, and I just thought it was perfect for her room, so I bought it. I don't remember where I bought it. And then this table here. Okay, so this table here, I was looking for a small side table for her. And I was looking everywhere and I couldn't find anything. I found like some certain ones in Home Goods, but I didn't like them. So I went to like a bargain store and found this table for $15. It was originally like a brown color. It was like really icky brown and just old-fashioned. So what I did was I spray painted it black and then I spray painted like glitter on top of it. So it's got like this glittery color. And then on the bottom, it's like such a small shelf that I just found this at Home Goods also, and it's like a little mannequin, and I thought that was cute. And then this alarm clock is really funny. She doesn't like to wake up early. She loves the bed. So my mom bought her this alarm clock, and actually it has a thing that goes underneath the mattress and it vibrates when it goes off. So you have to wake up because you feel it. It's like a huge vibrating thing under your mattress, and it's so annoying that you have to wake up. So it's really funny. And then some frames that we also found at Michael's. They were like $1 or $2, and she loves panda bears, so we have a panda and a monkey there. And the lamp, I don't remember where I found it. I think it was probably Target. There she's got like a couple of toys and her hamper in the corner, and there's another curtain. This dresser is one of my favorites. This was actually my dresser growing up, and it's a real wood and everything, and I didn't want to part with it. I used it in her nursery and everything, but when we moved, it used to be like a light brown, so I decided to paint it. I painted it white. I did this all with spray paint and that I bought from Home Depot, and then I changed the knobs, and the knobs I got at Hobby Lobby. The knobs can get pretty pricey, but you can download their app and get about 40% off. So if you go with somebody and then I guess purchase it separate. This was the harder part, was to find knobs that, you know, kind of go good with this, but I really like this design. I found these at the Home Depot, and they're like a cast iron style, and I did that on the bottom as well. Up here, there's just like little things that she has. We have an Eiffel Tower piggy bank. There's a picture of her. It's a craft that she did. I love this little mirror that I found. I think it was at the dollar store, but it's really nice. These I also found at Michael's, and I love them. I thought they were like very Parisian, inspire, create, imagine. And then those canvases I found, I think it was at Home Goods, or either Home Goods or a Christmas tree shop, but I was going to put them up on the wall, and then I just kind of left them there, so I don't know if I'll put them up or get around to it. And then there's just like little things that she has, jewelry holders, like a dress. And then I'll show, oh, and then we did the doily because I thought that was very French. And then we did the hot pink door. So I love her door. I just think like, just like the bed, I feel like it just kind of pops from the room, like against the hot pink, the lighter pink and white. That's an illustration that a designer made for her at an event at Neiman Marcus, and she was so excited to meet her because she loves fashion and designing and drawing. I think it's Jennifer Lilia. She made that for her, and she's got a really cool Instagram if you guys want to check that out. And then on the back, this is such a mess, but I'll show you anyway. The back, I had bought this really cool like frame thing that you can put pictures of, little things, and she's kind of just loaded it up, so we have to clean that up soon. And then she loves hats, so I bought her these little hooks, and I put them behind the door, and they say ooh la la and fashionista. And that also went with the collection from Michael's. I don't think they have that anymore. It was like a year or two ago. And then those are all her bags that she's a bag and hat queen. She's got like so much of everything. I won't show you inside her closet because I don't know how that looks right now, but I'll show you a picture of what I did inside her closet. And then one of my favorite things in this room, I'll turn off the light so that you could see, is the chandelier. And I found this on Amazon, and I think it was about 120. And then the plate I bought, I think it was also Amazon. I think it was like an extra $20, but it's so worth it. And you know, it definitely just, you know, complements the room and finishes it and everything. So so yeah, that's, oh, and then the nightlight, we have a little nightlight with a doggy, a French poodle. And I think that I also found at Home Goods, so I really love Home Goods. So yeah, guys, that about sums it up. That's the room. That's everything that I did here. This room means so much to me. It's definitely one of my favorite rooms in the house. It was the first room that I finished before everything because it was just so important for me to make her feel comfortable and, you know, feel like good about, you know, like moving into our first home and that kind of thing. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions or comments, post below, and I will try to give you a tour of other little things that I've done in the house. If you like this kind of video, I do a lot of DIY, and I love vintage furniture and restoring things and just you know, kind of projects like that for my house. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and sharing is caring, so share with all your friends, and I'll see you guys next time.